And you know what, Gene? It's going to be a big question tomorrow. Will she or won't she? What will she say in front of that jury?
You know, I'm 50-50 on that, but if the prosecutor puts before this jury the interview that was done right after she was convicted that she wants the death penalty, I can see her standing up and saying, you know, in that interview, I was overwhelmed right then and there. What you saw right there really aren't my feelings. Just explaining what that interview was and focusing on her in that interview.
Can you imagine, Vinny, if she says that? Thank you, Gene. Can you imagine? But it is kind of Jodi logic. I didn't know what I was doing in that situation. It was too much. That's why I said that.
Yeah, or maybe she'll bring in Alice LaViolette to explain the interview.
Oh, no, please.
It could happen. Let me go out to Jane Velez-Mitchell, who's also in Maricopa County tonight outside the courthouse. Jane, this is quite a decision, you know, what to do, what to say, how to say it. And I don't really know what to expect from Jodi Arias at this point.
I think that she has conducted her life like it was a movie, and she has been very separated from the consequences of her actions. Everybody describes her as manipulative and clever. Well, she's so clever, she manipulated herself possibly onto death row and into getting a lethal injection. So I think if there is a moment of truth for Jodi Arias is that, guess what? Look where your decisions and your thought process has gotten you to. Now is the moment of truth. Now is the time for you to seek redemption. Now is the time for you to seek atonement. Now is the time for you to get on your knees and beg for your life and say, you were right, I was wrong. This is about ego. This is about her defiant ego. And she'd rather, in some sense, on a psychological level, have death than to admit that everything she has done has been a disaster in her life and that her life is a train wreck. For her to apologize is for her to admit that every single decision that she's made over the course of her life up till that horrific moment were bad decisions. She made one bad choice after another in her life. She has to basically throw herself on the mercy of the court and say, I messed up. I know it now. I see the light.